Hey Panthers, welcome to this week's Coaches Show. I'm Fletcher Newman here with Coach Wendel to discuss last week's game. The Panthers had another great win Friday night over Arlington Seguin while on the road. We held the Cougars to 7 points last week. How was our defense able to lock them down that tight?
Well, our defense did a good job on several aspects of the game, but overall we probably played our worst game on defense the other night. They did some different things that we haven't seen yet, and getting adjusted to it during the game, it took some time. Seguin's offense tried to milk the clock and shorten the game as much as they possibly could, did a good job of that. We were able to keep them out of the end zone for the most part, except for that one big run, but we've got to play a little bit better, but for the most part we did some good stuff.
The theme for last week was focus, so how do you think we showed that on the field at Seguin?
Well, I thought our players came in. We talked all week about it was going to be not a great atmosphere for a game. The game started at 7 o'clock on the road in Arlington. Just didn't have that MISD stadium feel to it. So I felt like in pregame we were focused and ready to play. We were prepared. Went into the game and showing a lot of focus and not having too many penalties. I thought we played a fairly clean game. Scored on 6 of our first. We had 8 possessions of offense. We scored on 6 of the first 7. We had 1 fumble, which is one too many. But and then the last possession of the game could have scored, just time ran out. So I thought overall our team was focused before the game, during the game, and then at halftime as well. So a really good job of our kids responding to what the theme was.
The Panthers are off to a great start in district at 2-0. How do you think we will keep this momentum going?
Well, we just got to keep plugging away. You know, every Monday's the same for us. Every Tuesday's the same. Wednesday we try to put it all together. Thursday's a mental day, and then Friday we try to fill our cup and go play. And just got to keep doing that. The competition gets tougher each game. The challenge gets tougher each week, and that's the way it should be in district play. And we're looking forward to the challenge.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the Seguin game.
Jeremy McCoy with a good run right here. Great execution of the option by Tate. Reads the option, pulls the ball, out leverages his pitch man, pitches it, and lets Jeremy go score the touchdown. Again, a good option play, good block by Jeremy McCoy, just enough to, wrong play. Not a good block. Here we go, 20-yard toss play right here. Just good acceleration and burst by Jeremy. Fullbacks played hard, ran the ball well, both Ethan Hill and Lane Martin. Had over 300 yards of rushing and collectively as a team. Means your offensive line played pretty well too. Good burst right here by Lane behind Ian Pollard at left guard and Blake Sellers at left tackle. Ethan Hill finishes off a drive. Again, right over the left side. Good scoop block by Brock Cavender. We got an option play here. About an 8-yard gain. Missed some clips.
And now let's take a look at the Friday night results of the other teams in our district.
Okay, Burleson took care of Joshua 65-15. Everman played Centennial very close in a really good game, 26-14. Centennial with the win, get them to even in district. Cleburne beat Waco University. Cleburne beat Waco University 41-29.
We have some players here with us today. Coach, can you tell us a little about who's here?
We've got Trevor Blankenship, wide receiver, senior, and then we've got senior kicker and an outside linebacker, Shane Reasanover. And I just can't say enough about both of these guys. And on the field, their production has been tremendous and critical to our success, and will be continuing throughout the course of the year. Trevor is a starter, every down player for us at receiver. And had a great game last time we were at MISD Stadium, and I think he'll be talking about that here in a little while. Had some tremendous catches and some good blocks, and had a lot of fun. And then Shane has made a couple of field goals for us this year. I think we're not 100% on our extra points, but the ones that he's kicked, we've all made. We've had a couple of botched snaps on those, but off the field, just tremendous work ethic by both of them, and impeccable character. Just people that you want in your locker room, people you want in your high school. They model what it means to be a Panther, and whatever they choose to do in life, they have the grit and determination. They're going to be successful people, and just really pleased that they're in our program, and I'm just really proud of them.
All right, now let's go visit with them. First, we have kicker and linebacker Shane Riesenhauer. Shane, what were some big plays from last week, and how did they contribute towards the win over Seguin?
Last week, we had a big 4th down stop going into halftime, and it kind of set the momentum going out of halftime. And yeah.
The theme for last week was focus. So how do you think you exhibited that on and off the field?
On the field, during practice, if I wasn't in, I always had to focus and get some mental reps in, and off the field, just pay attention.
The motto for this year is pound the stone. So how do you choose to pound the stone?
Every time I get up early in the morning, and there's days I don't want to, but I have to, and it's just about pounding that stone and getting ready and getting on that grind.
We also have receiver Trevor Blankenship. Trevor, how do you pound the stone?
Well, I'm just like Shane, just getting up every day and renewing my mind, getting ready for the grind of that day, even though I know it's not going to be easy. Just keep pressing forward.
Back to Friday's game, were there any plays that you remember that led to the 45-point win?
I think constantly we would run up the middle, and I feel like our fullbacks and our linemen did really good. They were just fighting hard continually throughout the game.
So far, the Panthers are 2-0 in district. What have the team been working on to get to this point?
Well, I think our team all together has just been working really hard in practice, and even summer workouts and going back to last winter, whenever we would work out, we just constantly had that mindset that we're going to go get it this year. And even our coaches, they've been coaching us really well, and they're pretty good at their jobs. So we all just bought in, and here we are, I guess.
Thanks, guys. Coach, this week we will take on Burleson Centennial at home for our Pink Out game. What do you think the Panthers will execute well this Friday?
Hopefully everything. We're going to need to. They're a great team and have a lot of skilled guys on offense, so we're going to have to really swarm to the ball, play assignment football on defense, and offensively we need to control the line of scrimmage and take advantage of the opportunity to make plays whenever they're there in the passing game. Get some misdirection going, but it's going to be a big challenge, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Our kids are looking forward to the game. And the coaches are looking forward to the competition, and it ought to be a lot of fun.
What has been the main focus for the team in practice this week?
Just really do your job. Win your rep is something we say a lot. Again, it kind of goes back to that pound the stone, kind of goes back to the focus thing. Just do your very best that you possibly can at what you're focusing on right now, and that's just the one play that's in front of you. We talk about being one-play warriors, and that's what we need out of everybody that's on the field every single play.
Will the team's type of gameplay have to change going into the game against Centennial from Seguin?
Our secondary is going to – they run an offense very similar to ours. So what we'd like to do in the secondary is going to be a little bit different, so it's a little bit unique in our fits and getting the safeties more involved in run fits as opposed to coverage. So I think there's a little bit of difference there. Offensively, we typically prepare for just about every front you can see, so offense doesn't change too much from week to week for us.
And now let's take a look at the rest of this week's district schedule. Coach, who do you think will win out of these games?
I think Aledo will beat Everman, let's say 50-14. I think Seguin loses at Burleson, probably 50-7. I think Cleburne beats Joshua 35-7, and then Waco University is off this week.
That wraps up this week's edition of the Coaches Show. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks to Coach Wendel, Shane Riesenhauer, and Trevor Blankenship for being here. We hope to see you on the road Friday night at home. Pink Out festivities start at 7 o'clock and kickoff is at 7:30. Pink Out shirts are available for sale during all lunches. If you can't make it, be sure to listen to all the action on pantherradio.net.